Okay, local swell trackers, here we go, dropping in Thursday the 28th, and here's the outlook for the next week or two. We're going to do a little hindcasting start up a week ago, the 21st, Thursday, and this system way up here by the Kuril Islands was winter caliber. That brought us in some 8 with reports of 10-foot sets. Earlier this week, we're back to remnant 1 to 2 plus up there in the country with nothing going on. And then it quiet down for several days, and then we get this spinner up here, and that was from last Tuesday. This guy right here will be bringing us up with some 5 to 8 foot surf on Saturday. We'll get to the current models now. So here she is for Thursday the 28th with an easterly track, but it's big enough, broad enough, and gets fairly close, that fetch, as she moves and dissipates over the next couple days. And again, we go quiet again. And this spinner storm right here to the north of us this Sunday will be bringing us up some north to northeast swell on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And it has a chance. These things are really hard to predict, but that thing could get it. Well, for sure, it'll get 6 feet out of the north to northeast as it veers and could be up to 8 feet at the top reefs. And then the models hint of another smaller system up here by the eastern Aleutians popping up next Tuesday. You can give that a few days. So at the end of next week, we might see a little, 4 to 6 foot swell from that guy. But we're quieting down, as should be expected for this time of year. Let's take a look at the swell trains. There's that big one we just had earlier. Here comes the one for Saturday. Forerunners Friday night of 18 seconds. Here comes a south swell. We'll get to that. Yes, we have 2 south swells to speak of. Most of it's heading off to the Americas, but we will see something. And then there's that last bit of swell train you see coming in from that last system on the charts, and that's over a week out for us. But hey, we're not doing too bad. We got stuff coming from the North and South Pack. Speaking of the South Pack, let's do a little hindcasting here. We'll go back to Monday the 25th, and here's the spinner right here coming from under Australia, the Tasman Sea, and under New Zealand. It's got a pretty decent size fetch on it. They are kind of zonal, but it does have a little bit of a moment there last Wednesday where the winds were storm force of 55 knots, seas over 30 feet. Now, although most of the energy will be heading off to South America and Baja as well as California, we'll be seeing 3-footers out of this a week from this point, or Wednesday the 3rd, and it should last quite a while. Let's take a look why. So here she is as she's moving east with some of the fetch on her west flank, and she gets a decent treks up towards us underneath New Zealand or French Polynesia. We'll have to get through that, but it'll bring waves for sure to Tahiti. And signs of the time, let's count on a long-lasting south swell from the middle of next week through Saturday. As we click in the animations further, you can see storms way down there by the Ross Ice Shelf, a really big fat one following up with another one, and we just need those to get out to the east coast of New Zealand. Okay, the jet stream not doing too good. Lots of blues up there and troughing us over the island, bringing us in a lot of weather with that one dip right on top of us down the line. It's overall weakening, but there's still enough troughiness to keep steering some of these springtime level swells. Some of them will be at advisories, most of them below now, but there will be exceptions. It's just the law of averages. Down under, the jet stream's pretty troughy. There's that one loop up towards the equator or meridional flow that is allowing that one swell. And it looks like after that we go into another quiet period. Here's the surface charts showing that high pressure down fairly close to us being pushed by this low pressure, bringing us in our waves on Saturday. Also a front coming in over the weekend, bringing more unstable weather. This trough, that broken red line, is showing that trough that's moving out of here. Weather's much better here for the next couple of days, but again, another front from this low pressure up here heading up into the Gulf, leading to more iffy weather. There'll be northerly winds following that front on Saturday. But until then, Thursday and Friday looking nice, and then Saturday maybe a little iffy. High pressure, a new high pressure moving into the area. So next week, we're looking to get back to our normal trade wind patterns and springtime level swell. The upper region showing that jet stream and just over the Big Island, and then the air masses over the northwestern islands showing increased stability. There's that big low in the upper regions as well with its front nearing the islands. We're still in quite a cloudy period, but definitely better than it was yesterday and a lot drier. The flash flood watches and warnings are canceled now. Highs will be in the upper 60s. I say 67, 68. Highs nearing 80. All of this will get better through Friday, but back to a little bit more of it over the weekend, with lots of swell for the weekend too, and south swell next weekend. Check 5 to 10 day forecast at surfnewsnetwork.com. Mahalo for clicking in. Aloha.